Good morning, day 27. I'm here to get my bear bag because look at me being all responsible adult hanging it. It's a pretty nice morning. That's the moon. There are some light clouds, but I can see stars all over the place. It was windy all night long, but this is the warmest it's been right now in a while. It's warmer right now than it was yesterday at like noon. All right, let's go make some coffee. And we're off. It's about 4:20 right now. Yes, I did participate. I got my gloves on, but I'm not wearing any jackets. It's a little chilly, but not cold. It's actually pretty nice. I got a really big climb right ahead of me. Luckily, there's water afterwards, so I don't have to carry much water up it. But it's steep. When I went and got my bear bag this morning, I accidentally jumped on the trail and started walking north. I thought I was on the trail I'm on now. I got down probably about 0.2 and realized my mistake. I was like, where the fuck is my campsite, man? This campsite is mildly confusing. It's really long. Should be about out. Yeah. Oh, pit toilet. I'll do somewhere out in the woods. I'm not in the mood to go right now. Okay, we're on the trail. Whew. I didn't think about it, but there's hidden benefits to the wind last night. At least it dried off all the foliage. I made sure to wring my socks out, pull my insoles out, wring them out. And there's a lot of water in insoles. So my feet don't feel soaked this morning. They were just, cold and wet. If today goes how I'd like it to go, my shoes will be dry at lunch. Normally I don't walk around with my headlamp on full blast, but I do in Grizzly territory. And I figure this will probably be the only day, maybe the last day, that I do a little early morning crawling. Today just because I have 26 to make. And the last day I have 20. The next days are in the mid-teens, so I can just, take it easy. Today's the only day I'm concerned about. But like I said yesterday, if I fall short, I'll probably end up finding a better campsite and actually hanging from trees. Because their campsites suck. There's something pretty big down there looking at me. I'm going to keep walking. I don't know what it is, but I don't really want to know what it is. Glad I'm uphill from it. Whew. Just seeing some eyeballs gave me an adrenaline rush like back in the old days. I have no idea what I was looking at. Could very well have been a goat. I don't know. The eyes seem to have a very pale tint to them. So there's that. I've heard that bears are red or blue, all sorts of shit. I imagine they're red. That seems about right. But it's enough to spook me a little bit. I'm definitely sweating now. Maybe stop and relieve myself of a layer or two of clothing. Seems prudent. Whew. This is uphill, man. Hi. Wardrobe change. Oh, that is beautiful. It's just a crescent moon, but it shows up as a full dot. I can see the snow across the way. 5 little patches and a big old line up there that I'm assuming would be counted as a glacier. There's a stiff chill wind, but it ain't freezing. Just, it's a good slap in the face every once in a while when you come around the corner. I'm not seeing a whole lot for clouds in the sky. And I still got like 2 miles of up. I think like 1,700 up or some shit. I don't know, it's a lot. But I get downhill after that. And I think this is the spot where if I pee, it goes in 3 different directions. It's called like triple something bypass or, yeah, something. Not triple bypass, but triple divide pass? That sounds about right. There'll be a sign. Until I remember all this red rock. I do love me some red rocks. Oh. Ooh, that is a stiff breeze. I'm starting to be able to see the detail of the rock, the crags and the wrinkles and folds and all that. If I get up to a good spot, it'd be an epic sunrise. But I got a long way to go before I'm up high. So I'm always going to have this in my way. Be cool to catch a good sunrise, but I somehow doubt it. Ooh, all of a sudden I just got some vertigo just looking at the corner of my eye. Don't do that. The world spun for just a second. As I, for some reason, realized how deep this thing is. Holy shit. Don't look at it. What was that all about, man? Ooh. Don't even look at it. Now, for some reason, I just became very aware that there is a really huge, no, I'll call it a canyon to my left. Now, all of a sudden, I'm sketched. Being a frail human. Now that glacier was not very, very spectacular, we'll go with. But I do remember for certain that that one is classified as a glacier. And it looks even smaller than last time. Stuff's going on down that direction. I still have a whole lot more up to go. Ooh, ooh. You can actually see your breath up here, man. I can hear the waterfalls over there. Sunrise is about to happen. Good. 'Cause I'm cold. And I am just painfully aware of how steep it is all the way down there, man. Even with the trail so wide and flat. It's making me feel a certain way. It's not really doing anything to me. You know, I'm not panicked or anything. But I am cautious. I am. But I don't remember it having this effect on me at all last time. Oh, I was wearing glasses last time, wasn't I? I so was. Yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses right now. That's probably why. Jesus. My swing gotta be so chill. Ooh. And I'm not making good time. Just over a mile an hour. I feel like I'm moving faster than that. I've already been out here an hour and a half. I've only gone like 2 miles. Hopefully this is the uphilliest portion of the day. Because I know I do have a long overgrown section at Lake Mary. Severely overgrown. There's a grouse up here making all sorts of noise. Knocking over stones and they're falling down. Look at that rock. You know that's gonna go soon. Why can't you just go now? I think hikes faster than I do. Mountain chicken. Ooh. So beautiful. Oh, still more up. Jameis. It doesn't look so steep now. Look, it's just this little thing, because not hanging over the edge of that beast anymore. Looks like it was a really nice sunrise, though. I see some good colors in there. Low clouds are moving pretty fast. Oh yeah, we're up here at the Triple Divide Pass. When I get to the top, I'm gonna pee in 3 oceans at the same time. I've been saving it. Oh, that's just gorgeous. I was never gonna see the sunrise anyway. Big stuff in my way. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. What do we got over here? Ooh, look at these walls. Little purple mountain majesty going on over there. That's right, 3 oceans at once. Not many, but there's some. This side of the mountain is way colder than the other side. I think that's a glacier. It's got flowy marks in it. So does that one over there. Can't wait for the sunlight to touch my skin. It's gonna be a minute though. I have to walk all the way down into the valley. I have way more downhill to do than uphill today. I got most of it out of the way in the first 3 or 4 miles. That will really help. Oh, look at all that glorious sunlight flooding in. Someday it will be on my flesh. Such a big wall. This was supposed to be my water source. Where does it come from? It just starts right there. There's no snow up there or anything. Filtered by a whole mountain. I was gonna grab this, but it's cold, so I haven't even touched my water yet. I start off the day with a full pot of coffee. And I haven't even actually measured this one out. It might be larger than my last coffee cup. I think it's roughly the same size. A wobbler? No. And then I drank the rest of the water in my big bottle. After making dinner and coffee, there's a little bit left. So a combination of drinking a bunch of liquids and it being cold. I don't need water. There's water in another 3 miles. I'll do my best to drink this liter before then. So glad these plants are dry. The wind had me annoyed last night, but it definitely had a purpose. Mountain's just leaking water. It's coming out all over the place. Got a little stream behind me. I got some waterfalls over here. Nice. Got one right there. One right there. I'm going to collect it all the way down here somewhere, past where I can see. It's nice to walk with the water. This could be my pee from 2 years ago, working its way through the system. water slide. Fair call. So not all the plants are, entirely dry. But I put my wet socks on this morning for a purpose. Not necessarily glad they're being used for that purpose, but I assumed I was going to be getting wet today, at least for the first, half of it. Very sun will come out and do its thing. Yeah, hell, even without rain, with this much vegetation, you're bound to get dew. But eventually the sunlight will touch me, and things will change. Break out my hat and sunglasses and shit. What is up there that's generating that much constant water? I know it's ice, but where? It's a lot of water. I think it's this way. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Whose Poo Is It? Okay, what do we got here? Look at the size of this thing. There's a foot for reference. Can you guess what that is? Come on, we've seen it a few times before. Yeah, that's freaking grizzly poo. Not too terribly old. I'd give it less than a week. This is definitely their hood. If I'm going to run into a grizzly on this trail, it's going to be over the next 3 days. This is where they're all hanging out at, because there's just berries everywhere, man. And they're chest height to me, which means face height to them. That's got to be nice. You just go through with your mouth open, it probably ends up full of freaking berries. It's amazing how much they poop, but they're really big animals. And at last we have sunshine. It feels great already. And eventually it'll dry out my shoes. And that's still a bit in the future because, some of these guys need to do a bit of drying first. They look like innocent little plants, but when you walk through them, they scrub you clean. Had I any mud on my pants, I wouldn't now. Oh, barren section. I was wondering why the trees up on the cliffs were all dead, like 100% of them. So it's kind of weird. But now I know there was a fire way back in the day. So we don't have shade for the next couple hours. I'll bring my own with me. Oh, the sunlight still feels good though. Got to get it off my face because I did just burn the other day. So I am a little delicate still. But it feels great on my fingers especially. Those things were hurting this morning. Even with my good gloves on. It is just a beautiful breezy day. Really, really nice. Especially after how yesterday ended. I'm glad I got to see all the views and such before the rain moved in. that got me on the way down. So I got to see everything on the way up. The rain out here is cold, man. Even just coming off the bushes. And out here, since they've got rules, I can't just pull over and throw up a tarp for a few hours. Because, I gotta make it to a campsite. I don't like that stuff. Forced to do, 25-ish day. I'll take it because I have no real other option. See, this one makes sense to me. That snowpack up there, probably a glacier, is feeding this waterfall over here. Makes sense, but some of them I just don't see where the water's coming from. Is it leaking from the other side of the mountain? You can do that, I guess. Water does what it wants. I feel like I've come a really long way already today, but I'm only at like 8 miles. So I still have 16 miles to go. But the elevation gain for the rest of this day is less than what I did this morning to get over that pass. So that's encouraging. It's slightly more down than up at this point. But not a whole lot of either. I really like Mary being pretty flat, but super overgrown. It is just more beautiful around every corner. Big old snowfields in the back that were once mighty glaciers that I can't even fathom how big they were. Way bigger than these rocks. These things were buried under them. It's gonna be hard to make miles when I'm gawking at everything. But it's just so gorgeous. Good thing I checked the map. I did see that post. And there's a trail over here, but this is what I was on. This is not the trail. Sure looks like it, doesn't it? See if I gotta get my feet wet. And they're already wet, but my shoes aren't soaked, so I prefer to keep them dry. Bear call. This doesn't feel right. It's probably because the map's off, and a bunch of us have done what I'm doing now, and we formed a slight trail that leads to really nowhere. Let's see what the map says. Well, there doesn't seem to be an obvious path across. The trail just kind of disappears. So I'm going to follow the other trail for just a little bit and see if it isn't just my map being stupid. See, that happens sometimes. So even though I'm way off the red line, this is where the bridge is. Sketchy swinging ass bridge, suspension bridge. One hiker at a time. You call me fat? Well, I'm a little sketched out. That's a big step right there. I need help getting up. Yeah. We're cool. This is fun. Oh, they're good stuff. Yay. Oh, don't bounce so much, man. Whoa, whoa. Whoa there, but oh. Calm yourself. Oh, don't sway around like that either. Almost there, man. Don't fuck with me. Okay, see how easy that was? Phew. Alright, that makes sense why I'm off trail. You'd think the red line would come here. Damn, I wonder what these fruits are. They're all like decently, red. They look like little mini pomegranates, little baby mini pomegranates. What makes me think they're tasty is the amount of spikes on that stem right there. Oh man, I got a whole sea of those got there. Yay! Glad I'm wearing pants. Yeah, I wonder what these are. If I only had Jandals here, he'd stick his tongue in it to let me know if it's edible or not. Think they got a bridge for me to cross this one? I'm not sure where the trail goes. This trail? See what prints we can see. Ooh, wobbler. I don't even know what prints I'm looking at. Actually could be trekking pole marks. Oh, I see a bridge. Oh, they're sketchier than the last one, but shorter. Right. That makes it less sketchy. Oh, I bet people jump off all this stuff. That's nice and deep down there. Come on, man. You don't gotta be so bouncy. Calm your shit. Oh, do not lean on those cords on the side. Oh, shit, man. Okay, I'm having a moment. You're good, dude. You are good. Yeah, just keep those legs moving. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Whew. That got me all tingly. It did. This is Red Hot Lake. Weird enough, it has two campgrounds on it. One on this end, one on the far end. I'm going to the one on the far end. It says the Privy is brand spanking new. And I have not cat holed yet for the day. So that seems like a great place to do it. Find it weird there's two so close because everything else is spaced out so far. I actually like that there's two at this lake. There should be two at lakes. You don't want to cram everybody into one thing. But there should be more campsites along the way. Campsites are easy to make. I saw 100 other places on the way today that I would have rather camped than where I did last night. But the rules forced me in that spot. Thought I heard a snippet of conversation about probably wind whistling through the trees. Kind of a sad little lake. It's way under what it should be. I can see the sandbars all the way out to where those ducks are. You could walk across half this thing like Jesus. Ooh, there's some pretty big fish in there. Oh, it's hard to tell it's a fish. I'm ready for a break. I haven't really taken one yet. Did a few wardrobe changes, things like that, but that's not really taking a break. Anything that's harder because you're taking your pack off and putting it back on. Man, these guys spook me all the time. There's 4 of them just jumped out of nowhere. What's up, mountain chickens? There's another one up here somewhere. Oh, another 2 up here. Did you abandon your babies for me? Where are your babies? I'm hungry. I think I hear a bunch of chirping back there. Might be them. She's leading me away. Bunch of Canada geese. I don't see any babies. There's a bunch of them on the shoreline just hanging out. But I know they get aggressive when they got babies around. Oh, there's a trail going down here. Oh, to get that stellar picture. Yeah, might as well do that. I'm making everybody nervous. They're all heading into the water. They're like, screw this guy. He looked at me. Them berries are so bright, they're popping. Not a whole lot of color around here, I guess, though. Not much competition. Okay, we were at the campsite. I saw the privy. Oh, yeah, I see you. It's activated my gut. I am ready to go. Locked and loaded. We got our bear hang here. Cook area. Oh, it's actually a little nicer than the cook area we had at the last one. Oh, last campsite sucked. Okay, I am where? I am here. So pit toilet up and to my right. Oh, so it is. This one's one of the better ones. Because it, has walls and a roof. I walked by one earlier that just had a box on the ground with a toilet seat on it. Works for me, but I like this better. Hell yeah, poo with a view. That's just nice, huh? You ever pooped with a nice view like this? Everybody should at some point in their life. I'm pooping with the door open. I don't care. Bloop. Yeah, I'm gonna go lounge in their cook area for a moment. I gotta filter water and stuff. It's about lunchtime. Let's take a lunch break. Oh man, that was a great deuce, man. I was carrying around town food in me. I don't know why I didn't get rid of it yesterday. This is my water source. Even though geese are pooping in it, it's still the best water around, man. Okay, and we carry on. It is exactly noon, and this is exactly the halfway point. Well, more or less. Actually, I don't know where the trail is. I should look at the map. trail actually is probably that way. Yeah, I believe it is. Hey, you get to see me figure it out in real time. Maybe. I'm still gonna check the map. So I think I gotta walk all the way around this big ass mountain. I think, ooh, watch out, don't fall. I think Lake Mary's on the other side of it. It kind of runs along the far side of it. That's a long ways, man. Lake Mary is like super long. And I gotta go way past it to my camp. If I make it to my camp. Their turd. Just an old one. But you know, if I keep up this pace and all this, but you know, we'll see how my pace is when I'm in the overgrowth of St. Mary's Lake. But if it all holds out, I should arrive in camp somewhere around 8 o'clock, which is way late for me, man. But I only have like a 13-mile day the next day. So, you know, I can recoup and take it easy the next day. See how it goes. There is a big peninsula shape where, you know, I go out and around something and back. And it is 2 miles round trip. So I'm going to keep my eye out. If there's anything that denotes that hikers, you know, just cut off and, you know, bushwhack a little bit, then I will follow. So I think highly likely there will be evidence of that coming up real shortly. Trail's right over on the other side of this thing. I gotta cross the creek and all that. Take the shoes off if I want to keep the feet dry. But it'll shave off 2 miles, and that's like an hour of me walking, so it seems worth the risk. If I see anything, now if there's nothing, then I know there's nothing, because other hikers would have done it. It's not like I'm the first person to look at that shape and be like, man, I want to cut that off. It just takes me over there somewhere. There's nothing over there. Keep your eyes out. There is a slight path. I'm gonna go for it. I realize I'll be bushwhacking, but you know, for only like 10 minutes or so. Save an hour? Hell yeah. Oh, there's a better looking trail. Ooh, don't fall in the holes. That was deep, so that could have been bad. Pay attention to what you're doing, dude. Yeah, this is definitely a path. I knew if it was a way, other hikers would have done it. Yep, other shoe prints. I'm most definitely not the first person to use this little land bridge. Alright, I will have to take off the shoes to get over that. At least I think so. I haven't really scanned around, but yeah, sure is looking like it. The trail is right up there. I even see a little path going to it. There we go, right there. That's a little piece of trail leading to the trail. Or that might actually be the trail, because I guess you're going down to a bridge, maybe. That makes sense. Shoes are mostly dry, so I'm actually going to take them off. Just looking down the way, seeing if there's options, and there are none. Doff the shoes. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. That really helps. I'm going to appreciate those 2 miles at the end of the day. Oh, Lake Mary, look how blue she is. Told you it was long. Look at that. It goes way down there. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember it. Wish I could get across the other side. I'd just road walk it. But it's a really long lake. I can see the cars. I just can't get to them. And it's promised like there's already been overgrown, but I'm just barely on the edges of it right now, so I expect it to get much worse. But at least it's dry and it's warm. What I'm hoping is that last time I was here was about 6 weeks earlier than I am now, and it was severely overgrown. But now I'm hoping it's later in the season, so many hikers and animals have passed through it that it'd be less overgrown. At least the trail would be beaten in a little bit more. This ain't horrible. Just annoying. Oh, this ain't overgrown. I'll take more of this, please. I've been seeing enough of these to start making me feel a little more uncomfortable. That was like the 15th one today. Circle! Got to steal my poles. It's getting deep here, man. But there's still a path. That's an interesting thing. Is that a man-made land bridge? It looks too straight to be anything that was natural. I think they tried to make a nice little cove or something. That thing is just massive. You know it held back so much ice back in the day. And it's still holding on to some. More than most places. Just incredibly huge. I wonder how many people have been to the top of that. I bet not many at all. Single digits. And these things are like cherries growing. It's like candy. Careful. Was just up in there. That beach does look pretty inviting. Look at that water, man. It's so blue. Looks inviting until you touch it, and it's just cold as hell. These open areas is pretty nice. Some impressive mountains. Whoa, almost took my hat. Almost. It's just so inviting, isn't it? I'm getting a little tired, man. I'm gonna need to take a break. Let me see where water is, see if I can do two things at the same time. Nah, my water isn't for 2 miles. I'm just gonna find a place to sit. I only have a little over 6 miles left to do. But it is almost 3 o'clock. And that's at least 3 hours of hiking for me, at least. I don't move any faster than 2, if I'm moving 2 at all. Don't hang out there, man. Stuff just shattered. Look at that. Slowly sort of coming down piece by piece. Still an incredible view through the trees. At least, you know, in some places. I don't think I've sweat a drop today. It's a warm day, it's nice. What is this? That is man-made. I mean, it's wood, so it's grown in nature, but wood, you know, planks don't really grow in nature. Looks like it floated around in the lake for a while, or somebody carried it all the way up there. Good on that, man. We need more benches on the trail. Despite all the weeds, I'm making pretty good time. Sometimes it feels like I'm swimming upstream in them. They're stealing my energy as I gotta like bend them out of the way. You can definitely feel it bog you down. So glad they're dry. My body is starting to hurt. I'm gonna have to stop and take some ibuprofen. Only makes sense. Help me with that little home stretch thing. telling you, man. Goats on a rope. Oh, I could fix all these problems. Oh, that was right in my face. Goats on a rope. I'm gonna check the map, see what the water looks like ahead. I don't need it here, but if I grab it here, this would probably be the last one I'd have to grab. This is some good looking water. Yeah, let me refer to the maps. Still just impressed with the size. Yeah, it's huge. That is huge. So much poop. Just an eating machine. Shark with legs. Man, it would be so nice to be able to camp down on the beaches like that. Look at those things. Yeah, nice looking beaches. But nope, I'm going to head to a rocky, uneven thing with nothing to tie my tarp off to, much less my hammock. In this day and age, I think there's enough of us that carry hammocks that warrant putting posts in every spot. I mean, how hard is it to put a damn post in? I kid you not, we're easy in our mid-20s, maybe 30 by now. And they're getting fresher looking, man. Well, some. Yeah, there's frickin' bears with an S. One bear cannot possibly poop that much. But where else are they gonna go? This is the easiest way. And what if one comes? I don't have many options. Oh. There's some waterfalls going on, man. I heard these things from a minute away. Oh, I'm glad there's a bridge. Seems like good a spot as any to filter some water, right? Not really, because there's really nowhere to sit, even on a bridge, except just like on the bridge. Well, what's gonna happen though? That new mountain we're looking at, is that the same old one? I think that's the same old one. Okay, we're on to a new one now. Oh, this is the one with the backside. This is a really tall one. It's got the snow on the other side. Okay. I'm just seeing it from a different view. Oh, tell you, I am tired, man. I gotta get somewhere. Prefer to get there while the sun's still shining. Hoping since today's Sunday, people are less likely to stay, maybe. And the campsite will have less people in it. Who knows? The trail's becoming rather maintained. Maybe I'm nearing a tourist destination of some sort. Oh, it sounds powerful. Yeah, there it is. Oh, the cool red waterfalls. So I avoided getting water at the last places just because there's literally nowhere to sit. And I'm glad I did. Oh, damn. It hurts. Now, I'm not going to go up there, but I could if I wanted to. It's not going to happen, unless, of course, trail goes by there, but pretty sure I'm headed this way. But it is a great place to sit in the meantime. I'm really glad I waited to take my break here. I'm enjoying this spot. This waterfall all the way up there. I knew there'd be something cool with how nice the trail got. So yeah, should be smooth sailing to the campsite. I'm assuming it'll be full. The road's right here, so there's that. Nobody had to hike here to sleep where I'm sleeping. Or maybe they do have to hike a little bit and there's easier spots, because there's a bunch of campsites around on the map. We'll see. I'm not going to ask him to do it for me, but this kid just got done jumping in here and climbing back up to where he's at. I asked him how deep the water is, and he said about 13 feet. I was like, okay, that's pretty damn deep. It's like, I do not have the stones to do what you just did. So kudos to you, man. You have balls. I wish I could do that. There's so many times in my life I have climbed up shit with people with intent to jump off, only to be kind of stuck up there for the longest ass time before I climb my happy ass back down to a lower point and maybe jump off from there or just climb down entirely. Whole life. Don't want to be scared of heights, but damn. Once you jump, you can't take that back. If you jump wrong or whatnot, especially from, that's some decent heights right there. Water is really hard stuff. Okay, man, it's going to be so much easier going now, which I really need. I am tired. I'm going to make my north side and go to sleep. But first things first, I got to figure out the camp stuff. Sleeping is really important. I'm hoping that the shit site, because it talks about there being like a little shitty rocky one, I'm hoping that since it's little, maybe it has trees around it and I can just like swing above the crappy rocky part and nobody will want it, so I'll get it, you know. I was like, smaller campsite probably is better. If there's trees. I mean, half the ones I visited today didn't really have trees around them. And I don't even need much. I just need something to tie the tarp to. I mean, I do want a hammock, so, you know, that's 2 trees. But just to hang the tarp up, all I need is something sturdy. But I mean, the last place I had to get creative, I'd have gotten more creative had I known that the ranger wasn't actually staying there. I didn't want to get caught messing with a bush or something, you know. She was already on me. I happened to be smoking a cigarette when I saw her. And she asked me, "Do you throw those on the ground?" And, you know, I was like, no, but in my mind I thought, well, do you throw your tampons on the ground? No, of course not. Why the fuck would you ask me that? You know, like if I was holding a candy bar in my hand when she asked me, do you throw that wrapper on the ground? No, she's trying to belittle me because I have an addiction. I already know I do. I feel shame. I need to rub it in, bitch. I was nice to her, though. I mean, it's her job to, like, you know, pretty much be Karen. Gotta let her do some more Karen shit here and there. I had a nice long conversation with a female ranger. One of the green shirts, though, not one of the volunteers. When I went to 2 Medicine the first time, we were having a good old conversation. It went on for like 20 minutes. I was surprised. She said something about where she was patrolling and that there was a slight chance we might run into each other. And I thought that'd be pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff. Especially if I run into her when I really need something, like I'm going the wrong way or something. And she's like, hey, you're not on the trail, man. Yeah, before I get any further. You know, something cool like that. Hey, a hiker's down there. I see you. Am I headed down that way? I don't know. Maybe. So I just walked around all this from like that far one way back there. That's the Lake Mary over in this direction. But I didn't see any of it. And that's some good looking stuff, isn't it? Didn't see any of it. I was too close to it. Great, babe. Yeah, the trees were big here back in the day. Every once in a while you see one of these just big bad boys. They've all been dead, but there were some big ones back then. I love that I don't have to pay attention to the trail. I'm like literally turning around looking behind me while I walk. I don't have to worry about bears. I don't have to yell out, "Hey, bear." Except I guess I don't yell that. I always yell bear call. Bear call. And sometimes I might say Urkel because it sounds kind of like bear call to me. Bear call. And then get into a thing where I call them burrs for a while. Burr call. Burr. I don't know why, but I've been doing it. Oh shit, this is where Red and Lucky jumped off the bridge. I'm pretty damn sure. Yeah, it totally is. Those ballsy bastards. Not this guy. Oh, look how clear yet blue it is. Yeah, you can see all the detail. Even down in when it gets blue. And boulders down there all in the blue. Look how blue it is over here, man. Look crazy. Tourists. Like I'm not one of them. I'm a different kind of tourist. I'm cool. Still got like 2 miles to go. Unfortunately, it's one of those shapes, but I'm not trying to bushwhack that. That you should cut off just due to shape. So in almost exactly 1 mile, I will be back here again, but just up there a little bit. Gives me a chance to enjoy these mountains a little bit that I just walked on and didn't even get to look at. What's up, chipmunk? What you doing, man? Oh, somebody just jumped. Badasses. Swim, man, swim. Fight the current. Oh, I think somebody else is gonna jump. It sure looks like it. You're only airborne for a solid second, maybe not even a full second. But once you commit, you can't quit. So it really scares me, man. The commitment issues. Now, if I'm jumping off something, it's like it's on fire. Zombie apocalypse. They've got me backed up onto a cliff. I don't know. But it's got to be something bad. I ain't just jumping off for fun. I can't. I'm way too scared. Look at these touristy freaking sidewalk trails. If I had my rollerblades, not that I own rollerblades, but if I had my rollerblades, man, I'd be speeding along. I started off so far on the other side of these. Hard for me to even wrap my mind around. It's a good thing I started at like 4:20, 30, something right in there. I remember looking at the time and thinking it was just after 4:20. It's a good thing because I didn't do 2 miles an hour because that would put me at 24 miles and I would be closer. And here it is, 24, 25 hours later, and I'm not there. I mean, not 25, but 13. Yeah, that would have been the amount. That's kind of what I was basing it on. But I'm not too far behind. I'll be there in roughly an hour, especially if the train stays like this. That's a cool random wavy wall that just popped out of nowhere. Look at these layers. I don't know what happened, but you can see that it happened. Let's back up a little bit. Layers. You see they're all just wavy going down the way. I assume it's ice related. But it could be volcanic as well, I don't know. But I assume it's ice related. I'm still not back to that point in the roundabout where I'll be able to hear the falls, maybe even see them. Yeah, I walked pretty far around this way to end up back where I'm at now. You could put a little cutoff trail, but we don't all need the big loop-de-loop. I understand some people want it. I guess this way they're forcing people to get a little bit of exercise, so I'm for that. We, especially as Americans, need more exercise. I have to say as many people here are not Americans as are. Just guessing. Trying to tell where somebody's from, really. Still 6 miles to go, maybe 10. No, it should be like 1.5 or something by now. I'm afraid to look because it'll be 2 still. Do you hear that waterfall sounding noise? Oh, yep, there it is right over there. I see the upper part of it. Yeah, I was literally right down there. I don't know, maybe 80 yards. But I did not want to deal with that. That doesn't seem worth it. Not for 1 mile. Maybe it was like 3 or 4. I'd take on the challenge. Ooh. Now this is the only campsite that I'm staying at that allows a fire. And I swear I'm seeing a slight haze of smoke coming from that direction. But I'm still a ways out. I wouldn't be able to actually see anything, but I swear I'm seeing it. It'd be cool if somebody had a fire. I don't want to make it. Don't want to tend to it. Don't want to put it out. But I like to stand there and throw stuff in it. Warm my fingers. Not that I'm cold, but I will be. I still got plenty of sunlight left, man. I totally aced this shit. I think there's that 2 mile cutoff. I'm really appreciating that right now. Told you I would be. I know what future me wants. Ooh. Yeah, I'm pretty sore. My ankles and my feet and my left knee are all giving me some not bad issues. Just they hurt. They definitely hurt. Hiking. So today would only be a 23-mile day because I did that 2 mile cutoff. 23 point something, you know. I ain't gonna do no math. I guess I gotta get there first, but once I get there, that will hold true. Oh, I'm within a mile. Wonder how long ago this one burned. Oh, the trees are babies. Today turned out pretty great. I really enjoyed the day. I mean, I'm in pain and all that, but I still really enjoyed my day. It was gorgeous. I got a nice sunrise. I mean, a little, like, split in half, but it was still gorgeous. I've never seen the clouds turn pink in that way before. I've never just been so close to them forming where they're hit with that angle of light. It was beautiful. The weather, I mean, really everything. The water holes were all nice. The water sources were nice. Really good day. Man, it's all going to end with shit and their stupid gas. Or, sorry, no, it's not gas. It's a lame ass. Campsites. The campsites just suck. There's no love put into them. There's something exciting about, finding just a good campsite. Excited I'm going to find a level piece of ground between two trees 12 to 15 feet apart. Like, I'm all, like, happy about it. It gives me a little glow. I'll get to these campsites. I don't know what this one looks like. It might be nice. Who knows? I believe last time I came through, since there's a road, Red would have met us. He would have had the van. He would have made us up some Moscow mules. And I can't remember what the other one was. Dark and stormy. Yeah, that was one I liked. He sure did make hiking easier. Didn't have to do all this campsite crap. Oh, it's a good breeze. I almost broke a sweat there for a little while. The sun's kind of intense right now. Look at all that beautiful water. Still blue right here where it's deep. I'm assuming it's all the minerals in the water. Because a lot of it's probably glacial melt. Right, we are within a half mile. Home stretch. Oh, why does it gotta be uphill though? No, really, why? Oh, okay, down to a mile an hour. Might take a little bit longer than I thought. Trails aren't so manicured now that I'm away from the pretty waterfall, huh? Yeah, I see how it goes. Check out that patchwork of color in that rock before the shadow eats it. Gorgeous. Goats on a roll. Well, I don't smell fire, and I'm close enough. The winds are going in the right direction to where I'm pretty sure if they had one. I mean, my sniffer doesn't work all that well, but campfire has a delightful smell. This is face height. That was definitely face height. My pad has a bunch of scratches in it now. I can't sleep on a scratched pad. God, it'll be so uncomfortable. Alright, I think this is the last tiny hill, and it's on the other side. I think I can. Looks like that is my water source for the evening. I'm down with that. This will be my view. Look how pointy that stuff is. Just crazy and nuts. It's super pointy. I see a sign, so that means I'm there. That's what I'm going with. There's a whole lot of sign hanging there, so probably a map. Tell me, oh, let's go stick to this one because you can hand it there, and there's nobody else. Really got that. Let's see what we gotta deal with. Oh, damn it, I gotta walk 0.1 down there. Well, I get to go across the bridge? Well, that makes it worth it. Might as well freak myself out a little bit before I... Okay. This is a long one, too. It looks really bouncy, man. Another big step. What the fuck, man? I feel like a toddler climbing stairs. See, the trick is you can't hold on to the handrails because they sway. And it gives you a false sense of security. Am I going the right way? We'll find out. Yeah, we're good. Just don't get it bouncing. Short steps. So you're doing great. You are doing great, man. Short steps. It's getting a bounce. Whoa. All right. Gets all bouncy near the end, man. Starts swaying and shit. Not a fan. Okay, maybe someday I will be able to walk across one of these bridges like a man. But for now, they freak me the hell out. Ah, here's the campsite. I see people. Oh well. So much for being around. We've got our luxurious dining area. There's at least 2 people here. So I think there's only 3 campsites, so I just get whatever's left over. I assumed as much. I'm the only motherfucker that walked here. That's why. So then I said it. Toilet's this way. Where's camping now? Okay, camping this way. Oh, Jesus, really? Come on, man. Go down a rope already. Okay, this is what I'm dealing with. We've got 1 tree. At least something else to tie off of. They might be a little too far apart. Come on, man. You got holes. You can put them in the ground. Go fucking tree. Figure this out. So this is the best I got between that and baby tree over here. And then I'm just gonna sleep on the ground. It's a decently flat spot. Not flat, you know, but you know, it'll work. And get the setup the rest of the way and go cook something. This setup is much better than last night though, as far as, yeah, just sleeping underneath the tarp. I have way more stable things to tie off to than I did last night. Oh, it's not nearly as windy. Oh, excuse me. Or cold. We'll be sitting there eating dinner with 2 puffy jackets on next to everybody else wearing all their puffy gear. Hey, let's get this done over with. Okay, I got all my chores done. I got a little fire going, keep me warm. I'm sleeping on the ground, man. But yeah, I had my north side. It went down pretty easy. I got all my stuff hanging from the bear pole because, you know, I'm a diligent hiker. It's really far away, too. So when I wake up in the morning to go get it to make coffee, it's, oh my God. You know, it's probably 0.1 there and back, but still, it's forever away. And then I got to cross the bridge in the morning again, man. My trail's on the other side of that bridge. Damn it. But I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to do my best to sleep in. I know that means right, like 5 o'clock for me, but that's what I'm home for, is a good 5 o'clock. I'm not planning on leaving early. I only have 13 miles to do tomorrow. So I'm going to do my best to recoup from what I did myself today. Maybe I can hammock tomorrow. All right. So on that note, I'll see you all in the morning. You have a good night.